William Kuskin here, professor by day, comic reader by night. I'm here at Time Warp Comics. Time Warp is the comic store in Boulder, and it's run by my friend Wayne Winsett. He's the owner, and he's actually a graduate of the University of Colorado Boulder, which makes me so proud that someone could go to college but remember how powerful comics are and create what is essentially a vault of the imagination. Everything is in here, from superheroes to autobiographical stories to fantasy, science fiction, detective comics, you name it, it's in here. And you can lose yourself. It's a tremendous place to be. So I want to talk about superheroes today. I'm surrounded by my friends Moon Knight, Deadpool, and Ms. Marvel. To my mind, there are only really two superheroes: Superman and Batman. All other superheroes fall into those two. So Deadpool, he's a Batman. Ms. Marvel, she's a Superman. Those two, they come from the 1930s. They came out within a year of each other, and I put their original origin stories up online for you to look at. They're great. You'll enjoy them. Superman and Batman have a lot in common: capes, insignia. They're superheroes, but they're also, in terms of identity, exact opposites. So Superman, during the day, he dresses up to cover over who he really is. He puts on a suit and tie and glasses, and no one knows who he is. But when he's called to action, he undresses, he pulls off his shirt. That giantess is there, and he leaps into the air, up and away. He's super. He feels great. He parades around in his underwear in front of the whole world. Batman is the exact opposite. He's Bruce Wayne by day. But to become Batman, he has to go into a cave. He has to go into a cave and don a cowl that covers his real face. He has to put on a heavy costume and emerge into the night. It's worth spending a little time on Batman, because Batman's complicated. He's not a superhero of liberation. He's a superhero of involution, of inward turning. And why is that? Well, if you go to that origin story, you'll know the score right away: pain. As a little boy, he witnessed a horror that he can never understand, he can never overcome, that's arbitrary. And that horror, seeing his parents die, it's in him. It's in him, and he will never eradicate it. So what he can do is work with it. He can seek to understand. He can use it to drive him forward. Batman is a creature born from tragedy and thrust into the world as a superhero, becoming something greater than that tragedy, but never erasing it. So what does this have to do with college? 3 things. 1, I hope that your college experience is like Superman's. Up and away, success after success. But it may not be. It may have failure in it. Lord knows I have failed throughout my academic career many times. Literally gotten papers back that have failed. So Batman teaches us that though there's failure, though there's things you can't undo, you can reflect on it. You can think about it. You can understand how to move forward afterwards. It's not the end. 2, part of understanding that is thinking about the stories around you. Stories make meaning. Stories help us understand the world, even stories that seem childish, juvenile. Those stories give us context, and thinking about them makes meaning in our lives. Stories make meaning. 3, you don't need me to tell you the world is a scary place. The world right now, it's Batman's world. We can't understand it completely, and that's scary. But we can move ahead. We can understand the stories surrounding us, and we can piece them into our own story. And because of that, we can always have hope. Pop culture makes meaning, so there is always hope. Onwards.